Hi, guys, and a big congrats to, and a big thank you for The Boys in the Band, seminal piece of LGBTQ art and story and history that's now getting a global audience, and I love it. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manny.
Now, this question is for all of you, and let's begin with you, Mr. Matt Donald, the house cleaner in therapy. What does The Boys in the Band mean to you?
The Boys in the Band, when I look at it in terms of our history, is about the cost of oppression and what it can do to people, and this group of friends who are family, who are there for each other through the good and the bad, but who in some ways are doomed to repeat this night over and over again unless something changes. It's about the fervor and the kind of messy buildup right before the explosion of a revolution that was Stonewall.
That's right. And what about you, Mr. Tuc, Hank, Larry's lover? What does The Boys in the Band mean to you?
You know, it's a really good reminder that any freedom or openness I feel as living as a gay man came from men like this, from this movie, who, when it was written 50 years ago, were suffering the oppression of the society they felt around them. They had police were arresting them just for being gay. Our names were written in the newspaper to shame us. The government and the military wouldn't hire us. Doctors told us that we had a mental condition until 1973. So any freedom I feel like I have is because the men that are in this movie didn't feel that. And some of them eventually stood up and said, we're not taking this anymore. We don't have to live like this anymore. And we still have a lot of that oppression that we are feeling now more than ever. We lived under an administration for 8 years prior to our current administration, where the margins were coming back to the center. They're being pushed out again. We can't let that happen again. We're not going to let that happen again.
We're not going to let that happen. That's right. And you, Mr. Robin, the fun and fierce Emory, who speaks out loud and clear. What does The Boys in the Band mean to you?
The Boys in the Band, to piggyback off of Matt, is a story about society shaming others and what the cost of that is, and how it handicaps people from contributing what they have to offer to their communities. But it also is a story about the strength of gay people, that we can also be proud even in our messiness, that even with that messiness, we are still entitled to empathy, sympathy, compassion, because we are freaking human beings.
That's right. That's right. I love that you brought up that messiness. I mean, some people are saying that it's about self-loathing characters, which, I mean, it is, but look at it from the point of view, the perspective of history when it was made. I mean, can you blame them? Plus, I love that the script in the beginning actually kind of foreshadowed it, right? A bunch of screaming tired queens and one anxious queen, right? Now, this one is for all of you again. And let's begin with again, Mr. Matt. Of all the characters, yours included, which one do you identify with the most?
Oh, wow. Well, what I love about this play and movie, and also the play, is there are different aspects of each character that I love and identify with. There are different aspects of each character that I aspire to. There are different aspects of each character that I never want to be or never go back to. So there's a little something in everybody, and getting to talk to people at the stage door, that seemed to be a pretty universal experience, both for men and women, honestly. So I think it's a testament to Mark's work that there's something identifiable in all the characters.
Yeah. What about you, Tuc?
I would say that I identify with my own character. I think there's probably a reason that I was asked to play Hank. Hank in the movie leaves his family, his children, to live an authentic life. And I had to reconcile in myself while I was preparing for the role, what would it take for me to leave my children? I have children, I have 2 kids. And fortunately, I don't live the way that those men had to live 50 years ago. I had an opportunity to have kids on my own through surrogacy, and I can live this freedom again because of the gay men and women who came before me and paved a path. Yeah. But I did have to think, what would it take for me to leave my kids, even though they're banging on the door right now to get in here right now, and I'd like to go yell at them. I am afforded that luxury of wanting to yell at my kids because I have kids.
Well, we're out of time, but Mr. Robin, I identify with Emory, right?
I love that. God bless. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. Good luck and congrats again, okay?
Thank you, Manny.